Before we dive in, a quick but important note. This presentation is for informational and educational purposes only. The information provided is not financial, career, or academic advice. The world of higher education is constantly evolving, so you should always conduct your own thorough research and consult with admissions professionals and financial advisors before making any significant life decisions. This video is based on publicly available data, rankings, and our own analysis, but it does not constitute a formal endorsement of any specific program. You're sitting in a meeting. You look around the table. You're smart. You're ambitious. You deliver results day in and day out. But you've hit a ceiling. A frustrating, invisible barrier that's holding you back from that next big promotion, that director title, that C-suite track. You see others, maybe not even as talented as you, making the leap, and you start to notice a pattern. 3 little letters that keep showing up after their names on LinkedIn: MBA. For decades, getting those 3 letters meant making an impossible choice. The choice to press pause on your entire life. To quit the job you've worked so hard for. Giving up your salary and your career momentum. To potentially uproot your family and move across the country. To saddle yourself with $200,000 in debt. All for a piece of paper that you hope will pay off. It's a massive, terrifying gamble. For most working professionals, it's not just a gamble. It's a non-starter. The risk is simply too high. The door to the world's elite business schools felt locked. But what if I told you that door has been blown wide open? What if I told you that in the last 5 years, a revolution has taken place in business education, a revolution that puts all the power back in your hands? The brutal reality of the old model has been replaced by a new, flexible, and incredibly powerful alternative: the elite online MBA. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking because I thought it too. Online MBA? Isn't that a less prestigious, watered-down version of the real thing? For years, that was the perception. And for some programs, it was the reality. But that era is over. We are not talking about diploma mills or for-profit colleges with slick marketing. We are talking about the world's most respected, top-tier universities, the brand names, the ones that open doors, who have poured millions of dollars into building online programs that are not just as good as their on-campus counterparts, but in some ways even better for the working professional. The degree you earn is identical. It doesn't say online on your diploma. The professors teaching your classes are the same world-renowned faculty. The network you gain access to is the same powerful global alumni association. The only difference? You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to sacrifice your income. You can attend a class from a top 20 business school in Chicago on a Tuesday night, right after putting your kids to bed in your home in Dallas. You can apply what you learned in a finance lecture on Wednesday morning to a project at work and immediately demonstrate your value. This is the new reality. It's the ultimate career hack. In this video, we are going to cut through all the noise, all the confusing rankings and glossy brochures. I'm going to give you the definitive guide to the top 5 online MBA programs in the United States, specifically for ambitious working professionals like you. We are going to go deep on each one, breaking down not just the name but the substance. We'll cover the critical factors that actually matter: career outcomes, the real-world strength of the alumni network, the flexibility of the curriculum, the quality of the technology, and the total all-in cost and return on investment. By the end of this presentation, you will have a crystal-clear roadmap. You will know which programs offer the best chance to pivot into a new industry, which ones are powerhouses for climbing the corporate ladder in your current company, and which one is the absolute best fit for your specific career goals. This isn't just a list. It's a strategic blueprint for the single most important investment you can make in your professional future. And let's be clear about what's at stake. The average salary increase for graduates of top MBA programs is often over 100%. The median starting salary for MBA grads from top schools consistently clears $150,000, not including bonuses. This isn't just about a salary bump. It's about a fundamental shift in your career trajectory. It's the difference between managing a team and leading a division. It's the difference between executing someone else's strategy and being the one in the room who creates it. The question is no longer if you can get a world-class MBA while working. The question is, which one is the right one for you? Because they are not all created equal. Some programs are designed for collaboration, with live internet-based classes and group projects that build deep bonds with your classmates. Others are built for maximum flexibility, allowing you to consume lectures and materials entirely on your own schedule, which is perfect for those with unpredictable work or travel demands. Some have deep ties to the tech industry on the West Coast, while others are pipelines to Wall Street and consulting firms in the Northeast. Choosing the wrong program, even if it's a great school, can be a costly mistake. That's why we've done the heavy lifting for you. Our ranking isn't just a copy and paste from a magazine. It's a synthesis of data from multiple sources, conversations with alumni and admissions officers, and a deep analysis focused on one thing: what provides the maximum value for a professional who is actively building their career. We've looked at the percentage of students who receive a promotion or switch jobs while still in the program. We've analyzed the geographic distribution of their alumni networks. We've scrutinized the career support services they offer specifically to their online students, because that is a crucial and often overlooked detail. Making this decision is about arming yourself with the right information. It's about understanding that the game has changed. The old gatekeepers are gone. The opportunity to earn a life-changing credential from an elite institution is now accessible in a way it has never been before. The only thing standing between you and that next level is a clear, actionable plan. And that plan starts right now. So let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 5 is a university that is an absolute titan in the world of business and technology. It's a program known for its rigorous, quantitative-heavy curriculum and for producing graduates who are sought after by every major tech company and consulting firm on the planet. Their innovative approach to online learning combines incredible flexibility with a unique structure that still builds a powerful cohort experience. Are you ready to find out which school takes our number 5 spot? Let's break it down. Coming in at number 5 is a powerhouse program from the Sunshine State that consistently punches way above its weight class, delivering an elite MBA experience for a fraction of the cost you'd expect. We're talking about the University of Florida's Warrington College of Business. Now, before you think, Florida? Is that really on the same level as some of the private school titans? Let me stop you right there. That's the exact kind of thinking that causes people to miss out on one of the single best value propositions in all of graduate education. Warrington's Online MBA program is a giant killer. It's consistently ranked in the top 5, often number 1 by U.S. News and World Report, and for very good reason. To understand why this program is so special, let's talk about a person we'll call David. David is a 32-year-old operations manager for a mid-sized logistics company in Texas. He's good at his job. Really good. He knows the systems inside and out, his team respects him, and he consistently hits his targets. But David is ambitious. He doesn't want to be an operations manager forever. He sees the directors and the VPs, the people in the C-suite, and he notices a pattern. They don't just talk about logistics, they talk about finance, marketing strategy, and global economics. They speak a different language. And a lot of them have 3 letters after their name: MBA. David knows he needs that credential. He needs that knowledge. But he has a problem. He has a wife, 2 young kids, and a mortgage. Quitting his 6-figure job to move his family and attend a full-time program for 2 years is a non-starter. It's a financial and logistical nightmare. So he starts looking at online programs, and he gets discouraged. Many of them feel like diploma mills. Others feel completely isolating, like he'd just be watching pre-recorded videos and uploading assignments into the void. He's worried that an online MBA won't give him the one thing he craves almost as much as the knowledge: a powerful, genuine network. This is the exact dilemma the University of Florida solves with surgical precision. Their program is built for people like David. First, let's talk about the structure. They offer 2 paths: a 2-year program for those without a business undergrad, and a 1-year accelerated option for those who do. This flexibility is key. It acknowledges that working professionals are not a monolith. David, with his business degree from 10 years ago, can jump into the accelerated track and get the transformation he needs in just 12 to 16 months, saving him precious time and money. But here's the secret sauce. The thing that elevates Warrington from just another online course to a truly transformative experience. They understand the fear of isolation, so they obliterate it from day one. Every student, regardless of which track they choose, is required to come to the Gainesville campus for a 1-week residency at the start of their program. This isn't some optional meet and greet. It's an intense, immersive boot camp where you meet your cohort, the group of people you'll be going through the entire program with. You're put into teams, you work on case studies, you have dinner with your professors, you build real, tangible bonds with the other high achievers in your class. Suddenly, the program isn't an anonymous online portal anymore. When David is working on a tough finance case study at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday night back in Texas, he's not just messaging a random username. He's texting Sarah, the marketing director from Nike he spent a week with, and Mike, the Air Force officer stationed in Germany. He knows them. He's built trust with them. The cohort model, supercharged by this initial residency, creates a tight-knit community that rivals many full-time programs. He's building a real network, not just a list of LinkedIn connections. Now let's talk about the academics. This is not MBA light. The curriculum is taught by the exact same world-class faculty that teaches in the full-time, executive MBA programs. These are leading researchers and seasoned industry professionals. And the curriculum is rigorous. David isn't just learning theories. He's diving into real-world business problems. He's learning about supply chain analytics from a professor who consults for Fortune 500 companies, and he can literally take a concept from his Thursday night class and apply it in a meeting with his own leadership team on Friday morning. This immediate applicability is a massive advantage for working professionals. It turns your current job into a real-time learning laboratory. And the career impact? It's staggering. Warrington's program is designed for professional acceleration. They have a dedicated career services team specifically for their online MBA students, offering one-on-one coaching, resume workshops, and interview prep, all tailored to the unique challenges of advancing while you're already in the workforce. The return on investment here is almost unbelievable. The total program cost is incredibly competitive, especially for a top 5 ranked school, often coming in at a fraction of the price of similarly ranked private universities. When you factor in the average salary increase graduates see within 3 years of completion, the ROI becomes one of an elite few in the country. For David, the choice became clear. He enrolled in the one-year program. That initial week in Florida was a whirlwind, but it changed everything. He connected with a peer in his cohort who worked for a major competitor. They didn't just become friends, they became professional confidants, sharing industry insights and challenges. The coursework was demanding, forcing him to master the language of finance and strategy he so desperately needed. 12 months later, he graduated. But the story doesn't end there. 6 months after graduation, armed with his new knowledge, a powerful network, and the UF MBA credential on his resume, a new position opened up at his company, Director of Regional Operations. A year prior, he wouldn't have even been considered. Now he was the top candidate. He nailed the interviews, not just talking about his team's performance, but presenting a strategic financial plan for the entire region. He got the job. A huge promotion, a significant pay raise, and a clear path to the C-suite. The University of Florida Warrington College of Business is our number 5 pick because it's the ultimate accelerator for the ambitious working professional who refuses to compromise. It delivers the flexibility you need, the rigorous academics you demand, and the genuine powerful network you thought was impossible to get online. It's for the person who wants the prestige of a top-tier MBA without the crippling cost or the career disruption. It's proof that you don't have to press pause on your life to press play on your future. But what if you're looking for something with a different flavor? What if you're in a highly specialized field like tech or consulting, and you need a program that is deeply, almost obsessively integrated with your industry? What if you want a brand name that is instantly recognized in every boardroom from New York to Silicon Valley? Our number 4 school is a private university legend. It has built an online MBA that is so innovative and so deeply connected to the world of business, it's redefining what an online degree can be. And the way they build their global network will absolutely blow your mind. It's called the Trojan Network. And at the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business, it's not just a talking point on a brochure. It's the entire foundation of their online MBA program. So how do they build a network that's legendary for its loyalty? A network where alumni will drop everything to help a fellow Trojan, and do it all online? They do something that sounds completely counterintuitive. They make you show up in person. Now wait, before you click away thinking, I thought this was about online programs. Hear me out. This is the secret sauce. This is the genius of the USC Marshall Online MBA. It all starts with a single mandatory 1-week residential intensive on their beautiful campus in Los Angeles. Think of it as the ultimate program kickoff. For months, you've been names on a screen, voices in a Zoom call, collaborators in a shared document. But for one intense, transformative week, you are together. You're sharing meals, you're whiteboarding complex problems until midnight. You're grabbing coffee before a lecture with a world-renowned professor in supply chain management. You're not just learning about business. You're living it, breathing it, with the very people who will become your professional lifeline for the next 30 years. This single week is an accelerator. It forges bonds that would normally take years to develop. It's the human element that so many online programs lack. You go from being classmates to being a cohort, a team. You learn each other's strengths, weaknesses, and stories. You find out that the brilliant marketing director from Chicago is also a nervous public speaker, and the quiet data scientist from Austin has a wicked sense of humor. These are the connections that matter. So when you're back home juggling your job and your family, and you log into that live class, you're no longer looking at a grid of strangers. You're looking at friends, allies. You're looking at your people. This is how USC takes its world-famous Trojan network and plugs it directly into the online experience. It's a network that's famously described as a family, and this intensive week is the family reunion that starts it all. The commitment is real. Alumni don't just take your call. They actively seek out other Trojans to hire, partner with, and invest in. It's a lifetime membership to one of the most powerful professional clubs in the world, and it all begins with that 1 week in LA. But a network, no matter how powerful, is only as good as the knowledge and skills you build within it. And this is where Marshall truly distinguishes itself from the pack. They've thrown out the old, siloed model of business education. You know, the one you take a semester of marketing, then a semester of finance, then a semester of operations, all as separate, disconnected subjects. That's not how business works. In the real world, a marketing decision has massive financial implications, and both are constrained by operational capacity. So, Marshall designed an integrated, thematic curriculum. Instead of standalone courses, you move through 5 cross-functional modules. The very first one sets the tone, the role of the manager. You're immediately looking at business from a holistic, C-suite perspective. You're learning how to communicate a vision, how to manage talent, and how to understand organizational dynamics, all at the same time. You're not just learning accounting. You're learning how a leader uses accounting to make strategic decisions. This theme-based approach is a game-changer for working professionals. You can take what you learn in a module about, say, the fundamentals of business, and immediately apply it at work the next day. You're not waiting to connect the dots between finance and strategy a year later. You're learning to connect them in real time. The curriculum is built around a single, powerful video lecture each week, produced in their own dedicated studio. This isn't a grainy recording of a professor in a cavernous lecture hall. It's a high production value, engaging lesson you can watch on your own schedule, on your lunch break, after the kids are in bed, whenever it works for you. Then twice a week you have the live face-to-face class sessions online. This is where the magic happens. Led by the same world-class faculty that teaches in the full-time on-campus program, these sessions are not lectures. They are deep, Socratic discussions, case study breakdowns, and team-based problem-solving workshops. Because you've all watched the core lecture asynchronously, you come to class prepared to engage, to challenge, and to apply the concepts. It's the perfect blend. The flexibility of learning on your own time, with the accountability and community of a live classroom. It's active learning, not passive consumption. And the faculty? These aren't just academics. These are people who have shaped industries. You're learning marketing from professors who have consulted for Disney and Nike. You're learning finance from experts who have navigated Wall Street. They bring the real world into the classroom because they are still deeply embedded in it. So, who is this program for? The USC Marshall Online MBA is for the ambitious professional who understands that business is about relationships as much as it is about spreadsheets. It's for the person who wants the prestige and power of a top-tier network, but needs the flexibility of an online format. It's for the leader who refuses to accept that online means disconnected or second best. But let's be direct about the commitment. It's a top 20 business school, and it comes with a corresponding price tag. It is an investment, pure and simple, and it requires that 1-week commitment to be on campus. For some, that travel requirement might be a non-starter. But for those who can make it work, it's the very thing that makes the program so uniquely powerful. It's the catalyst that turns a great online education into a life-changing experience. The graduates of this program don't just get a diploma. They get a new trajectory. They are the managers who become directors, the directors who become vice presidents. They are the entrepreneurs who get their ventures funded because a fellow Trojan made an introduction. They are the career switchers who successfully pivot from one industry to another because their cohort gave them the confidence and the connections to make the leap. USC Marshall has created a program that delivers the rigor, the network, and the prestige of a traditional MBA, but tailored for the realities of a working professional's life. They solve the biggest problem in online education, the problem of human connection, by embracing a paradox. To build the best online community, you have to start offline. It's an incredible model, a true blend of the best of both worlds. But what if that in-person requirement, that 1 week in LA, just isn't possible for you? What if you need that same level of academic rigor, that same elite brand name but with 100% absolute geographic freedom? Well, our number 3 school has cracked that code. They've built a powerhouse program that is so deeply and natively digital, it's not just an online version of an MBA. It's an evolution of what an MBA can be. And they did it by leveraging a global brand that is synonymous with excellence. And that school, kicking off our list at number 5, is Carnegie Mellon University's Tepper School of Business. Now hold on. Before you think, Carnegie Mellon? Aren't they the computer science and robotics people? Yes, they are. And that is precisely their secret weapon. Tepper doesn't just have an online MBA program. They have an MBA program that was born from the very DNA of data, analytics, and technology that makes Carnegie Mellon a global titan. Their entire philosophy is built on a concept they call management science. And this isn't just marketing fluff. It's a deeply ingrained belief that the most complex business challenges, from supply chain logistics to marketing attribution to corporate finance, are not just problems to be managed, but puzzles to be solved. And the language you use to solve them is data. This is the fundamental promise of the Tepper Online MBA. They will teach you to speak the language of data more fluently than anyone else in the boardroom. While other programs might have a class on analytics, at Tepper, analytics is the air you breathe. It's woven into every single course. Your marketing class isn't just about the 4 Ps. It's about building regression models to predict customer churn. Your operations class isn't just about process flow. It's about using simulation to optimize a factory floor in real time. They are training a different kind of leader, an analytical leader, one who doesn't just rely on gut instinct, but can build the model to prove their gut is right, and then convince the entire C-suite with a data story that is impossible to ignore. But here's the part that really sets Tepper apart, and it might be a bit controversial. Their program isn't 100% online. It's a hybrid program. Several times a year, you are required to fly to a campus location for what they call Access Weekends. And I can hear some of you thinking, wait, I'm looking for an online program because I can't travel. I get it, but I want you to reframe this. Tepper has intentionally designed this not as an inconvenience, but as the core pillar of their community. Think about it. The single biggest weakness of most online programs is the network. You might be in a Slack channel with 500 other students, but do you really know them? Have you ever whiteboarded a business problem with them at 2 in the morning, fueled by bad coffee and a shared sense of panic and discovery? That is what happens at Access Weekends. These aren't just meet and greets. They are intense, immersive, high-impact experiences. You're starting new classes, meeting your professors face-to-face, and working in teams on challenging projects. This is where the bonds are forged. This is where you find your co-founder for that startup idea you've been kicking around. It's where you meet the VP from that company you've always wanted to work for, not as a name on a screen, but as a real person who saw you lead your team through a tough case competition. Tepper understands a profound truth. Real trust and deep relationships are built on shared experience. By forcing these in-person touchpoints, they manufacture an environment that replicates the camaraderie of a full-time program, while still giving you the flexibility of an online degree. It's the ultimate best of both worlds scenario. You get the flexibility to log in from your home office on a Tuesday night, but you also get the career-altering power of a genuine, in-person network. Now let's talk about the academics. To put it bluntly, this program is rigorous. In fact, it's famous for being one of the most quantitatively demanding MBAs on the planet, online or otherwise. This is not the program for the mathiverse. You will be challenged. You will be pushed to your analytical limits. But the result is a level of mastery that commands respect, and a higher salary. The curriculum is delivered through a mix of live, weekly online classes with their world-renowned faculty. And let's be clear, this is the same faculty that teaches the full-time in-person students. You're not getting the B team. You're learning from the people who are literally writing the textbooks on operations research and machine learning applications in business. The structure is also built for working professionals. It's a part-time program, and you can complete it in about 3 years. The classes are small, interactive, and designed for people who are juggling a career and a family. The technology platform they use is seamless, connecting you with your professors and classmates in a way that feels personal and direct. So, who is the Tepper Online MBA really for? It's for the engineer who wants to move into product management and needs to speak the language of business and strategy. It's for the finance professional who sees the writing on the wall and knows that fintech isn't just a buzzword, it's the future, and they need to master the underlying data science. It's for the consultant who wants to stop just presenting slide decks with recommendations and start building the actual predictive models that drive those recommendations. It's for anyone who believes that in the future, the most powerful leaders will be the ones who can not only lead people, but can also interpret, manipulate, and communicate complex data. However, let's be brutally honest about who this is not for. If you're looking for a more general management degree focused heavily on the soft skills of leadership and organizational behavior, TEPR might feel a bit too cold and clinical for you. If your eyes glaze over at the mention of stochastic calculus or optimization algorithms, you will probably have a miserable time. This isn't a feel-good MBA focused on inspiring stories. It's a get-it-done-with data MBA focused on provable results. It's a meritocracy of the mind, and they expect you to bring your A game every single session. And of course there's the price. A Carnegie Mellon degree is a premium product with a premium price tag. The tuition is steep, comparable to many elite full-time programs. But the return on investment is where the story gets interesting. TEPR graduates consistently report significant salary increases and promotions, often even before they've finished the program. The brand on your resume opens doors that were previously welded shut. The CMU and TEPR alumni network is a powerhouse, especially in the tech, consulting, and finance industries. You're not just buying a degree. You're investing in access to a very exclusive, very powerful club of analytical thinkers and builders who are shaping the future of business. So at number 5, we have Carnegie Mellon's TEPR School of Business, the quant-heavy, data-driven, hybrid powerhouse for the analytical leader of tomorrow. It's an incredibly compelling option if you fit the profile. But what if that's not you? What if you're looking for that same level of elite brand recognition and academic rigor, but with a laser focus on global strategy and leading diverse teams across continents? What if the quantitative deep dive is less important to you than mastering the art of influence in a complex, international marketplace? What if you want a program that is 100% online, with no travel required, but still delivers a deeply connected, cohort-based experience? Well, our number 4 pick was built from the ground up to answer exactly that question, and it comes from a university whose name is synonymous with global business. That university is Arizona State University, and the program is the Online MBA from the Thunderbird School of Global Management. Now, if the name Thunderbird doesn't immediately ring a bell, let me tell you, in the circles of international business, it's legendary. For over 75 years, Thunderbird was its own independent, elite institution, laser-focused on one thing: creating global leaders. It was the place you went if you wanted to negotiate a deal in Dubai, launch a product in Brazil, and manage a supply chain across Southeast Asia. They have this thing called the Thunderbird mystique, a global mindset that's baked into their DNA. Their alumni network, the T-Birds, is one of the most fiercely loyal and globally connected groups on the planet. Then, in 2014, something incredible happened. Thunderbird merged with Arizona State University. Think about that. You take this legendary boutique institution with a diamond-sharp focus on global management, and you plug it into the engine of ASU, a university ranked number 1 in innovation by U.S. News and World Report for 9 straight years. A school that has poured hundreds of millions of dollars into creating one of the most sophisticated online learning platforms in the world. The result is our number 4 program. It's the best of both worlds. You get the prestige, the specialized curriculum, and the exclusive global network of Thunderbird, delivered with the unrivaled flexibility and technological prowess of ASU. For the working professional whose career has a global dimension, or who wants it to have one, this is a game changer. So what does this actually look like? First, flexibility. The program is 100% online. No travel, no residencies. Courses are run in 7.5-week sessions, which is fantastic for professionals who need to focus intensely on 1 or 2 subjects at a time instead of juggling 5. With multiple start dates a year, you can begin the program when it makes sense for your life and career, not just in the fall. But the real magic is the curriculum. This isn't a standard MBA with a few international business electives tacked on. Every single course is taught through a global lens. When you study marketing, you're not just talking about a Super Bowl ad. You're analyzing market entry strategies for hyperlocal campaigns in India. When you study finance, you're dissecting the complexities of currency risk and cross-border M&A deals. They offer 17 different certificates of specialization you can build into your degree, in cutting-edge areas like global healthcare management, sustainable tourism, and global venture capital. This program is designed to create a specific kind of leader, one who is culturally fluent, adaptable, and sees the entire world as their market and their talent pool. And this is where that T-Bird network comes in. The school has over 45,000 alumni in more than 140 countries. We're talking about CEOs of multinational corporations, high-level diplomats, and globe-trotting entrepreneurs. As an online student, you are a full-fledged Thunderbird. You get access to this network. You can join their global alumni chapter events online or in person, wherever your work takes you. It's an instant global Rolodex. And let's talk value. Because ASU is a public university, the Thunderbird Online MBA comes in at a price point that is significantly more accessible than many of its private school peers, making it one of the highest return on investment programs on our list. So what's the consideration? The Thunderbird brand, while legendary in global circles, might not have the same immediate, broad-based name recognition in a domestic U.S. context as, say, a massive Big Ten school. If your career is purely U.S.-focused and you never plan to work abroad or for a multinational, the intense global focus might be less critical for you. But if your ambition has a passport, Thunderbird offers a unique and powerful path to leadership that few other programs can match. So Thunderbird offers this incredible, specialized global focus, powered by a massive, innovative university. But what if you're looking for something different? What if you want the absolute pinnacle of quantitative rigor and analytical firepower? What if your goal isn't just to manage in a global world, but to lead the technological disruption that's shaping it? For that, you need a program forged in the fires of data science and analytics, from a school that practically invented the field. This brings us to our number 3 pick, the part-time online hybrid MBA from Carnegie Mellon University's Tepper School of Business. Let's be crystal clear. Tepper is the undisputed quant king of the MBA world. This is not a place for the faint of heart or the mathiverse. This is a program built on a foundation of management science, analytics, and data-driven decision-making. It comes from a university, Carnegie Mellon, that is a global powerhouse in computer science, robotics, and artificial intelligence. The Tepper MBA isn't about teaching you the old rules of business. It's about giving you the analytical tools to write the new ones. The entire philosophy of the school is built around what they call the Tepper Quad, not a physical place, but an intellectual one, at the intersection of business, technology, and analytics. For the working professional aiming for a leadership role in tech, data-heavy finance, or management consulting, this is the language of the modern economy. Speaking it fluently isn't just an advantage, it's a requirement, and Tepper will make you fluent. Now you might be thinking, that sounds intense. How do they deliver that kind of rigor online? This is where Tepper's model is both unique and brilliant. It's a hybrid program. While the vast majority of your coursework is done online, the program is punctuated by required in-person access weekends, held several times a year. While our number 4 pick was for those who want zero travel, Tepper believes that some moments of connection, networking, and collaborative problem-solving are just too important to happen over Zoom. These weekends are immersive experiences where you connect with your cohort, meet faculty, and participate in workshops. It's a best-of-both-worlds approach that builds a deep, authentic cohort bond that is often missing from purely online programs. The online classes themselves are another huge differentiator. This is not an asynchronous, watch pre-recorded videos on your own time program. The core classes are live, synchronous sessions held twice a week in the evenings. You are in a virtual classroom with Tepper's world-renowned professors, debating cases, answering cold calls, and working through complex problems in real time with your classmates. It is the rigor, the pace, and the intellectual engagement of an on-campus class, delivered to you wherever you are. The curriculum will stretch you. You'll dive deep into subjects like optimization, statistical modeling, and machine learning applications for business. But it's not just theory. Tepper has a huge focus on leadership development. They have dedicated leadership coaches and a curriculum designed to build your executive presence and communication skills, ensuring you can not only run the numbers, but also inspire a team and persuade a boardroom. And the network. The Carnegie Mellon Network is an absolute juggernaut, especially in the tech world. Being a Tepper grad opens doors at places like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and every high-growth startup you can imagine. The school's career services are legendary, providing the same high-touch support to online students as they do to their full-time counterparts, from resume workshops to one-on-one coaching for salary negotiations. So what's the catch? First, the rigor is real. You need to be comfortable with and genuinely interested in quantitative analysis to thrive here. Second, the hybrid model, while a huge benefit for many, does require travel and taking time off work for the access weekends. That's a logistical and financial commitment. And finally, the price. This is a top-tier, elite private education, and the tuition reflects the premium quality and outstanding career outcomes the Tepper brand delivers. It's an investment, but for the right kind of analytical, tech-focused leader, the return can be astronomical. Tepper offers an unparalleled analytical education for the tech-focused leader. But what if you crave that same level of rigor and prestige, but from a brand that is instantly recognized in every boardroom from New York to Shanghai? What if you want the power of a true blue-chip MBA, but with the flexibility to earn it while you continue to climb the corporate ladder? Our number 2 pick does exactly that, and it comes from a school that is a legend in the world of business education. And that legendary institution is Carnegie Mellon University's Tepper School of Business. Now let's be crystal clear. The Tepper Online Hybrid MBA is not an MBA light. It is not a watered-down version of their on-campus program. It is the exact same degree, the same world-class faculty, the same punishingly rigorous curriculum, the same STEM-designated diploma that tells the world you don't just understand business, you understand the data and the analytics that drive modern business. This isn't a program you do to check a box. This is a program you undertake to fundamentally rewire your brain and transform your career trajectory. The core philosophy at Tepper is built on a foundation of analytical decision-making. They believe that the best leaders aren't the ones with the loudest voice, but the ones with the best data. They teach you to move beyond gut feelings and office politics, and instead to build irrefutable data-backed arguments that win budgets, launch products, and drive strategy. This quantitative-heavy approach is what makes Tepper graduates so incredibly valuable, especially in industries like tech, finance, and consulting where numbers reign supreme. So what does this look like in practice? It starts with the format itself, which they call a hybrid model, and it's one of the most powerful differentiators on our entire list. This isn't a lonely, asynchronous journey where you just watch pre-recorded lectures. The program is built around live, weekly classes held online. You're in a virtual room with your professors and your cohort, engaging in real-time debates, breaking down complex case studies, and being cold called just like you would in a physical classroom. This synchronous format creates accountability and a level of engagement that is simply impossible to replicate with recorded videos. But here's the game-changing part: the access weekends. Several times throughout the program, you and your cohort will fly to various locations, sometimes the main campus in Pittsburgh, sometimes in Silicon Valley, for intensive in-person weekends. This is where the magic happens. This is where the online connections you've been building over Zoom become real, tangible relationships. You're not just a name on a screen anymore. You're sharing a meal, working on a project until 2 a.m., and grabbing a beer with the same people who are challenging your assumptions in class. These weekends are the glue that bonds the cohort. They are how Tepper builds a genuine ride-or-die network in an online format, solving the single biggest challenge that most online programs face. It's an investment of time and travel, yes, but the return is a network that will pay dividends for the rest of your career. The curriculum itself is a masterclass in modern management. The core courses are what you'd expect from any elite MBA: finance, marketing, operations, strategy. But at Tepper, every single subject is taught through an analytical lens. Marketing isn't just about clever slogans. It's about statistical analysis of consumer behavior and ROI modeling. Operations isn't just about factory floor efficiency. It's about sophisticated supply chain optimization and predictive analytics. This approach culminates in the program's STEM designation, a signal to employers that you have deep, quantitative skills that are immediately applicable to their most complex problems. Beyond the core, you get to choose from a deep well of electives and specialize in tracks like technology strategy and product management, entrepreneurship, or energy business. This allows you to tailor the MBA to your specific career goals, whether you're trying to become a product manager at a FAANG company, launch your own startup, or lead a corporate finance team. So, who is the Tepper Online MBA really for? This program is for the ambitious professional who is already on a strong career path, but knows that to reach the C-suite or make a major pivot, they need to develop elite-level analytical and leadership skills. It's for the engineer who wants to transition into business leadership and needs to learn the language of finance and strategy. It's for the marketing manager who sees the industry shifting towards data science and wants to lead that charge, not be left behind by it. It's for the consultant who wants the Tepper brand name and quantitative toolkit to make the leap to partner. This is a program for people who aren't afraid of the numbers. In fact, they're excited by them. They see the power in them. The coursework is demanding, the pace is relentless, and the expectations are incredibly high. If you're looking for an easy check-the-box MBA, you should run in the other direction. But if you are willing to put in the work, you will emerge with a skill set that is rare and immensely valuable. You'll be able to dissect a business problem, build a quantitative model to analyze it, and present a solution with the kind of authority that changes minds and shapes strategy. Of course, this level of prestige and quality comes with a significant price tag. The tuition for the Tepper Online MBA is on par with top full-time executive programs, placing it at the very high end of the market. It is a major financial investment, there's no way around it. But the question isn't what does it cost? The question is, what is the return? Graduates from this program report substantial salary increases and are frequently promoted within a year of graduation. They make career pivots into more lucrative industries and roles that were previously inaccessible. The ROI isn't just measured in the first-year salary bump. It's measured over a lifetime of access to the fiercely loyal and powerful Carnegie Mellon alumni network. It's the credibility that comes with having that name on your resume. It's the confidence you gain from knowing you survived one of the most rigorous business programs on the planet. When you invest in a Tepper MBA, you're not just buying education. You're buying access, a network, and a brand that opens doors at the highest levels of global business. It represents the ultimate blend of analytical rigor, the hybrid networking model that actually works, and the top-tier prestige that accelerates a career from good to exceptional. It's an uncompromising program for professionals who refuse to compromise on their ambitions. So what could possibly top a program this powerful? A program that so perfectly blends quantitative depth with real-world networking and a legendary brand? What school could offer an even more iconic name, a network that is arguably the most powerful in the world, and a program that has been a pioneer in flexible education for years? Our number one pick isn't just a great online MBA. It's a global institution, and its online program delivers on that monumental reputation in every single way. The number one online MBA program in the United States for working professionals comes from the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business. Now let's be perfectly clear. This isn't just number one because of the name, although the Michigan Ross brand is, without question, one of the most powerful and respected in the entire world of business. It's number one because Ross has achieved something that very few schools have even attempted. They've taken the soul of their elite, on-campus, full-time MBA, the rigor, the collaboration, the career-transforming experiences, and have meticulously re-engineered it for the online world. This isn't a watered-down, MBA Lite program. This is the real deal. It's the Ross MBA, delivered with the flexibility that a high-achieving professional demands. So how do they do it? It starts with their philosophy of action-based learning. This isn't just a buzzword they put in a brochure. It is the fundamental DNA of the Ross experience. And the crown jewel of this philosophy is the Multidisciplinary Action Project, or MAP. Every single MBA student at Ross, whether online or on campus, participates in MAP. Forget about dusty, decade-old case studies from a textbook. MAP is a 7-week full-immersion consulting engagement with a real company, facing a real high-stakes business problem. Let me paint a picture for you. You're not just reading about market entry strategy. You and your team are developing the go-to-market plan for a major tech company looking to expand into Southeast Asia. You're not just analyzing a hypothetical supply chain issue. You're working with a major CPG company to reduce waste and improve efficiency in their actual global logistics network. You're working with startups, nonprofits, and Fortune 500 giants on problems that are keeping their CEOs up at night. You'll spend weeks deep in data, conducting market research, interviewing stakeholders, and building financial models. And at the end, you don't just turn in a paper. You and your team stand in front of the senior leadership of that sponsor company and present your strategic recommendations. You defend your analysis. You answer their toughest questions. This is what sets Ross apart. It's the difference between knowing the path and walking the path. MAP forces you to take everything you've learned in your core classes, finance, marketing, strategy, operations, and apply it in a messy, ambiguous, real-world environment. It's an experience that changes you. It builds unshakable confidence, hones your teamwork and leadership skills under pressure, and gives you a powerful story to tell in every future job interview. It's a resume-defining project that most people don't get the chance to tackle until they're a decade into their careers. At Ross, it's a mandatory graduation requirement. But how do you create that kind of intense, collaborative experience in an online format? This brings us to the second pillar of the Ross Online MBA. Its brilliant hybrid structure. While the majority of your coursework is done online through a mix of live, synchronous classes and self-paced asynchronous modules, the program is anchored by 3 mandatory in-person residencies. Now, for some, a travel requirement might sound like a drawback. But for the kind of professional Ross attracts, it's the program's greatest strength. These aren't just weekend mixers. Each residency is a multi-day, immersive experience focused on a core business theme, like leadership, innovation, or business transformation. The first one kicks off the entire program, where you meet your cohort, your team, your network, your support system for the next several years, face-to-face in Ann Arbor. You're immediately thrown into high-energy workshops, case competitions, and leadership development exercises led by Ross's world-renowned faculty. These residencies are the glue that binds the cohort together. They transform a list of names on a screen into real people with real stories. You'll build relationships over coffee before a morning session, debate a case study over lunch, and connect with alumni and corporate executives at evening networking events. It's in these moments that the fabled Ross Network, often called the Michigan Mafia, for its reach and loyalty, becomes tangible. You're not just earning a degree. You're being inducted into one of the most powerful alumni networks on the planet. This hybrid model gives you the best of both worlds. The day-to-day flexibility of online learning, combined with the deep, personal connections that can only be forged in person. Of course, the learning that happens between these residencies is just as critical. The faculty teaching the Online MBA are the exact same tenured professors who teach in the full-time and executive MBA programs. These are the thought leaders, the researchers, and the authors who are literally writing the book on modern business. The curriculum is rigorous, comprehensive, and allows for deep specialization in areas like finance, marketing, technology, and healthcare management. The live online classes are designed for intense interaction and debate, using cutting-edge technology to ensure you're not just a passive observer, but an active participant in your own education. So, who is the Ross Online MBA really for? It's for the ambitious mid to senior level professional who refuses to compromise. It's for the person who wants the brand prestige, the academic rigor, and the transformative network of a top 5 business school, but who cannot or will not step away from a career that is already on a steep upward trajectory. This is for the product manager who wants to become a director of product, the finance analyst aiming for a VP role, or the engineer who wants to transition into executive leadership. It's for someone who understands that an MBA is not just a credential, but an investment in their personal and professional development, and they want the absolute highest return on that investment. Now, let's talk about the investment because it is significant. The Ross Online MBA is one of the most expensive online programs in the country. The tuition is on par with their top-tier on-campus programs, and you have to factor in the cost of travel and lodging for the 3 residencies. This is not the program for you if your primary decision-making factor is cost. It's also not for someone looking for a fully asynchronous, self-paced experience they can squeeze in at 2 a.m. The live classes and the intense group work for projects like MAP demand a serious and consistent time commitment. But that's precisely why it's our #1 pick. Ross has made a deliberate choice not to cut corners. They haven't created a cheaper, easier, or faster version of their MBA. Instead, they have committed to delivering their full-strength, world-class MBA experience to working professionals, wherever they are in the world. The price tag and the level of commitment required are not a bug. They are a feature. They ensure that you are surrounded by a cohort of equally driven, high-caliber peers who are just as invested in the experience as you are. When you graduate from the Ross Online MBA, there is no asterisk next to your degree. You don't get a Michigan Online diploma. You get a University of Michigan, Ross School of Business Master of Business Administration. You walk away with the same knowledge, the same skills, the same career support, and the same fiercely loyal global network as someone who spent 2 years full-time in Ann Arbor. You gain the ability to lead, to solve complex problems, and to see the world not just as it is but as it could be. For the working professional who is unwilling to settle for anything less than the best, the Michigan Ross Online MBA isn't just the top choice. It's in a class all by itself. But what if your ambition isn't just to lead the Fortune 500, but to build the next one? What if your world is one of data, algorithms, and computational thinking, and you're looking for a program that doesn't just tolerate that background but celebrates it? What if you believe the future of business won't be one with gut feelings, but with statistical models and optimized systems. For that kind of professional, the pinnacle of online MBA education looks a little different. It's less about the art of management and more about the science of it. This brings us to our number 2 pick, a program that is, without a doubt, the undisputed heavyweight champion of quantitative rigor in the online space. The Tepper School of Business at Carnegie Mellon University. If Michigan Ross is the CEO's MBA, Tepper is the CTO's MBA that will turn them into the CEO. It's an MBA forged in the fires of one of the world's most legendary tech and engineering institutions. This isn't a business school that simply added a few intro to AI electives to stay current. This is a business school whose very DNA is interwoven with computer science, robotics, and analytics. The Tepper philosophy is built on a simple, powerful, and in today's world undeniable premise. The best business decisions are data-driven decisions. And they don't just teach you how to read the data, they teach you how to build the models that generate it. So how do they do it? How do they translate this intensely analytical approach into a flexible online format? This is where Tepper's genius truly shines. They pioneered a hybrid model that many have tried to copy, but few have perfected. The core of the program is delivered through live, interactive online classes. These aren't pre-recorded lectures you passively watch. These are small, intimate sessions with Tepper's world-renowned faculty, where you are expected to participate, to be challenged, and to defend your thinking. The pace is relentless, the expectations are high, and the intellectual horsepower in the virtual room is staggering. But the real magic, the secret sauce of the Tepper program, is what they call Access Weekends. Several times throughout the program, you and your entire cohort fly into a Carnegie Mellon campus, whether it's Pittsburgh or Silicon Valley, for an immersive in-person weekend. And let me be clear, these are not glorified meet and greets. These are intense, high-impact academic experiences. You might be taking a deep dive into a negotiations course, presenting a capstone project to a panel of venture capitalists, or collaborating on a complex business simulation that runs for 48 straight hours. Think about the power of that. For months, you've been collaborating with your classmates through screens and speakers, building a rapport based on intellectual respect. You know who the sharpest financial mind is, who the most creative marketer is, who the best coder is. Then you all meet in person. The energy is electric. The relationships you've built online are instantly solidified. The casual conversations over lunch or coffee spark new ideas and forge lifelong connections. This hybrid model brilliantly solves the single biggest challenge of online education: building a genuine, powerful network. You get the day-to-day flexibility of online learning, combined with the high-impact, in-person networking of a traditional program. It is, quite simply, the best of both worlds. Now let's talk about the curriculum, because this is what truly sets Tepper apart. The core courses are a masterclass in analytical management. You're not just learning about marketing, you're learning about statistical modeling for market segmentation. You're not just studying operations, you're learning about optimization algorithms for supply chain management. This is management as an engineering discipline, and when you get to your electives, the connection to Carnegie Mellon's tech prowess becomes even more apparent. You can take courses in subjects like machine learning for business, blockchain fundamentals, or people analytics. Imagine being a product manager at a software company. With a Tepper MBA, you're not just managing the feature roadmap. You're able to have a deeply technical conversation with your engineering team about which machine learning model to deploy. You can build the financial case for a new AI initiative using the same rigorous analytical tools as your data science team. You become that rare, invaluable translator who can speak the language of both technology and business. You become the bridge between the server room and the boardroom. So, who is the ideal Tepper student? It's the engineer who wants to lead a tech giant. It's the finance professional who sees the future in fintech and algorithmic trading. It's the consultant who needs to advise clients in a world dominated by big data. It's anyone who looks at a complex business problem and instinctively thinks, there has to be a model for this. There has to be a more optimized, data-driven way to solve it. Tepper is for the builders, the analysts, the optimizers, and the architects of the future. The career outcomes reflect this. Tepper graduates are highly sought after by every major tech company you can think of: Google, Amazon, Microsoft, you name it. They're also recruited heavily by Wall Street, consulting firms, and innovative startups, all of whom are desperate for leaders who possess true quantitative and analytical depth. The Carnegie Mellon Network is a powerhouse, especially in the tech and finance industries. It's a tight-knit, fiercely loyal community of people who are fundamentally changing the way the world works. Getting a Tepper MBA isn't just about getting a credential. It's about gaining entry into that elite circle of innovators. The price tag is steep, there's no question about it. And the time commitment, especially with the required travel for access weekends, is significant. This is not an MBA for the faint of heart. It is an incredibly demanding, challenging, and rigorous program that will push you to your intellectual limits. But the return on that investment is astronomical. You don't just graduate with a degree. You graduate with a transformed mind. You learn to think in frameworks, to see the world in systems, and to lead with an analytical confidence that is unshakable. While Michigan Ross teaches you how to lead the company, Carnegie Mellon's Tepper School teaches you how to build the systems that the company runs on. It's a future-proof MBA for a world that is becoming more complex, more data-driven, and more technical every single day. So we have the undisputed champion of leadership and action-based learning at number 1, and the quant-powered tech-focused titan at number 2. Two incredible yet very different paths to the top. But what if your primary goal is something else entirely? What if you're not just looking for an elite curriculum or a specialized skill set, but for sheer scale? What if you believe that the single most valuable asset an MBA can provide is access to the largest, most engaged, and most globally distributed alumni network on the planet? For that, we have to turn to a school that pioneered online education long before it was cool, a true giant in the field. And that brings us to number 3, Penn State's World Campus. Before online education became a global necessity, before every university scrambled to put their courses on the internet, Penn State was already there, building a fortress. They launched the World Campus back in 1998. Think about that. That's the same year Google was founded. While the rest of the world was still figuring out dial-up, Penn State was building a digital university. And their Online MBA program is the crown jewel of that decades-long effort. This isn't a side project for them. It's a core part of their identity. And it shows. The program is designed from the ground up with one person in mind: the experienced mid-career professional who can't just drop everything and move to State College, Pennsylvania. The curriculum is built around team-based learning, which immediately shatters the stereotype of the lonely online student. You are immediately placed into a virtual team with peers from diverse industries. We're talking engineers from Lockheed Martin, marketing managers from Procter & Gamble, and finance directors from major banks, all working together on real-world case studies. This isn't just about learning theory. It's about learning to lead, influence, and execute in a distributed, global team environment. The exact skill set every major corporation is desperately looking for right now. But the real power, the secret weapon of the Penn State Online MBA, isn't just the curriculum. It's the network. With over 700,000 living alumni, the Penn State Alumni Association is the largest dues-paying alumni network on Earth. Let that sink in. This isn't just a list of names. It's a global tribe. They call it the Nittany Lion Network, and its reach is legendary. Go to any major city in the world, from New York to London to Singapore, and you will find a powerful, active Penn State chapter. When you graduate, you don't just get a diploma. You get a key that unlocks a global fraternity of leaders who are famously, fiercely loyal to one another. For a working professional looking to pivot industries, launch a startup, or climb the corporate ladder, that network isn't just a benefit. It's an unfair advantage. You get access to a brand that is instantly recognized and respected everywhere, combined with a support system that can open doors you didn't even know existed. The program is also incredibly customizable. After the core curriculum, you can choose from over 25 different concentrations, allowing you to tailor your MBA to your exact career goals. Want to specialize in supply chain management, an area where Penn State is a global leader? You can do that. Want to focus on corporate innovation or business analytics? You can do that too. This isn't a one-size-fits-all program. It's a bespoke educational journey backed by the resources and reputation of a massive, top-tier public research university. It represents the pinnacle of established, large-scale, high-quality online education. But what if you're looking for something different? What if, instead of the sheer scale of a Big Ten university, you crave the intensity and analytical rigor of an elite, top 10 private business school? What if you want a program that is less about a broad network and more about a small, tight-knit cohort of future-focused, data-driven leaders? What if you want to be at the absolute cutting edge of business and technology? For that, we have to go to our number 2 pick, a program that redefines what a part-time online MBA can be. Coming in at number 2 is the part-time online hybrid MBA from Carnegie Mellon University's Tepper School of Business. Let's be perfectly clear. Tepper is in a league of its own. This is a program that consistently ranks among the top business schools in the world, period. Not just for online programs but for all MBA programs. Getting into Tepper is like getting into an Ivy League school. It's incredibly competitive, and the students they accept are already high achievers. What they've done is take that elite, world-class MBA experience and meticulously re-engineer it for the working professional. The core philosophy at Tepper is what they call the intelligent future. They believe that the next generation of business leaders won't just need to understand business. They will need to be fluent in the language of data, analytics, and technology. This isn't a school where you just talk about big data. It's a school where you build the models. It's intensely quantitative, it's rigorous, and it will push your analytical abilities to their absolute limit. This is the MBA for the person who wants to lead a tech company, revolutionize an industry with data science, or become a partner at a top consulting firm. It's not for the faint of heart. So how do they deliver this elite, high-touch experience online? Through a brilliant hybrid model. The majority of your coursework is done through live, weekly online classes. These aren't pre-recorded lectures. These are small, intimate sessions with the same world-renowned faculty who teach the full-time on-campus students. You're engaging, you're debating, you're being cold-called. It's the real deal. But the magic ingredient is what they call access weekends. Several times throughout the program, you and your entire cohort fly to various locations, from the main campus in Pittsburgh to Silicon Valley, for intensive, in-person weekends of classes, networking events, and leadership development workshops. These access weekends are a game changer. They completely solve the biggest challenge of online education: building deep, meaningful relationships. You're not just a face on a screen to your classmates, you're the person you worked with on a complex case study until 2 a.m., the person you had dinner with, the person you shared career aspirations with. The bonds formed during these weekends are incredibly strong, creating a tight-knit cohort that becomes your personal board of directors for life. You get the day-to-day flexibility of online learning, combined with the powerful networking of an in-person program. It's truly the best of both worlds. The Tepper curriculum is built on a foundation of analytical decision-making. You will dive deep into subjects like optimization, machine learning, and statistical modeling, all within a business context. But it's not just about the numbers. Tepper has a huge focus on leadership development, with a dedicated Accelerate Leadership Center that provides one-on-one coaching to every single student. They are committed to not just creating brilliant analysts, but to molding them into influential visionary leaders. A Tepper MBA on your resume signals something very specific to employers: that you are a quantitative powerhouse, a strategic thinker, and a leader who is prepared to navigate the complex, data-driven landscape of modern business. It's a mark of analytical excellence that is unparalleled in the online space. So here we are. We've seen the action-based, real-world learning of Michigan Ross. We've seen the immense, globe-spanning network of Penn State. And we've seen the elite, analytical powerhouse that is Carnegie Mellon's Tepper School. Each of these programs is, without question, a life-changing, career-defining investment. They represent the absolute best of what online MBA education has to offer. It begs the question, what could possibly be number one? What program could top these titans of business education? What if there was a program that managed to combine the brand prestige of the absolute global elite, the innovative community building of a hybrid format, and a curriculum so forward-thinking it's literally defining the future of business in real time? What if there was one program that has become the undisputed gold standard, the one that every other school is desperately trying to emulate? There is. And that is our number one pick. Indiana University's Kelley School of Business. The Kelley Direct Online MBA. For over 2 decades, while other schools were cautiously dipping their toes into the online space, Kelley was building an empire. They weren't just creating an online version of their MBA. They were pioneering what a top-tier, globally respected, fully online MBA could and should be. This isn't a program that was hastily thrown together during the pandemic. This is the original innovator, the one that has been consistently ranked number 1 by U.S. News, by the Princeton Review, by poets and quants year after year after year. But let's be clear, this isn't about rankings. Rankings are a symptom, not the cause. The cause of Kelley's dominance is a fundamental, unwavering belief. An online MBA should not be a compromise. It shouldn't be MBA light. It should be the full, undiluted, transformative experience, delivered through a different medium. Everything about the Kelley Direct program is built on this one powerful idea. So how do they do it? It starts with the classroom, or rather, the lack of a traditional one. A significant portion of your core classes are delivered live in real time. You are not just watching pre-recorded videos of a professor in an empty room. You are in a live synchronous session with that same award-winning faculty member who teaches the full-time in-person students. You are debating cases with your classmates from Google, from Deloitte, from Johnson & Johnson, from the military. You're raising your virtual hand, you're being cold called, you're working in breakout rooms to solve a complex problem under pressure. The rigor is identical. The expectations are identical. The degree you earn is identical. There is no asterisk, no mention of online on your diploma. You are a Kelley MBA, period. This commitment to live, interactive learning is the bedrock of the program. It ensures you're not just passively absorbing information. You're actively building knowledge, challenging assumptions, and forging real intellectual connections. But Kelley understood something profound that many other schools are still struggling with. They knew that even the best online classroom can't fully replicate the serendipitous, network-building power of being in the same room. So they didn't try to replicate it online. They built it into the real world through their signature Kelley Connect weeks. Twice during your program, you fly to the Bloomington, Indiana campus for an intensive, one-week residency. And let me tell you, this isn't some token orientation weekend. This is a full immersion experience. You're working on a live case competition for a major corporation like General Electric or a top consulting firm, presenting your findings directly to their executives. You're taking a deep dive elective course, networking with your professors over dinner, and most importantly, you're cementing the relationships with your cohort that you've been building online for months. These weeks are the glue that binds the entire experience together. They transform your classmates from faces on a screen into lifelong friends and trusted members of your professional network. It's the perfect hybrid model. The flexibility of online learning combined with the irreplaceable power of in-person connection. Now let's talk about personalization, because this is where Kelley truly separates itself from the pack. The modern business world demands specialization. A generic MBA just doesn't cut it anymore. Kelley's curriculum is built for this reality. After your core classes, you have an incredible 50% of your degree that is fully customizable. 50%. And you're not just choosing from a handful of electives. You can pursue one of 7 different majors, 7, including business analytics, marketing, finance, and strategic management. This is unheard of in the online space. Want to become a master of digital transformation? There's a major for that. Looking to pivot into product management? You can build a curriculum specifically for that. And if a full major is too much, you can earn graduate certificates in a dozen different areas. This level of choice allows you to craft an MBA that is perfectly aligned with your career goals, making you a specialist in a world of generalists. You're not just getting a degree. You're building a bespoke toolkit of skills that employers are desperately searching for right now. Of course, the ultimate goal of any MBA is career advancement. And this is another area where the no-compromise philosophy shines. Many online programs treat career services as an afterthought for their remote students. Not Kelley. As a Kelley Direct student, you have access to the exact same world-class graduate career services as the full-time students. You are assigned a dedicated, certified career coach from day one. This isn't a call center. This is a personal advisor who will work with you on your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your networking strategy, and your salary negotiations. They run mock interviews, connect you with alumni in your target industry, and provide you with the same resources that help full-time students land jobs at McKinsey, Amazon, and Goldman Sachs. You are a first-class citizen in the Kelley ecosystem. You tap into a global alumni network of over 120,000 people who are famously loyal and willing to help a fellow Kelley. This isn't just about getting a better job after graduation. It's about plugging you into a powerful lifelong career support system. So, who is the Kelley Direct MBA for? It's for the ambitious professional who refuses to accept that online means less than. It's for the person who has a demanding career and a family, but is unwilling to sacrifice the quality of their education. It's for the manager who wants to become an executive, the engineer who wants to lead a business unit, the consultant who wants to make partner. It's for someone who understands that an MBA is not just a piece of paper, but an investment in a network, a brand, and a set of skills that will pay dividends for the rest of their career. The tuition, currently around $88,000, is a significant investment, no question. But when you consider the proven ROI, the average salary increase for graduates, and the doors that the Kelley brand opens, it's an investment in a Tier 1 asset. You're not just buying an education. You're buying access, prestige, and a transformative experience that has been meticulously designed and refined for over 20 years to be the undisputed gold standard of online business education. That is why the Indiana Kelley Direct Online MBA is our #1 pick. So there you have it. Our top 5 online MBA programs for working professionals in the U.S. From the incredible value and flexibility of Boston University at number 5, to the unmatched global immersion opportunities at UNC Kenan-Flagler. From the cutting-edge, action-based curriculum of Michigan's Ross, to the elite brand and quantitative rigor of Carnegie Mellon's Tepper. And finally, to the undisputed, all-around champion Indiana's Kelley School of Business. But here's the most important takeaway of this entire video. The best program isn't the one at the top of our list. It's the one that's the best fit for you, for your career goals, for your learning style, for your budget, and for your life. Your mission now is to take this information, do your own deep dive research, talk to students, and find the program that will unlock the next chapter of your career. And we want to be a part of that journey. So down in the comments, let us know. Which of these programs stood out to you the most? Is there a powerhouse program we missed that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let's start a conversation and help each other out. This is a huge decision, and the collective wisdom of this community is an incredible resource. If you found this breakdown valuable, and you want more deep dives into how to level up your career in education, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have a lot more content just like this coming your way. Thank you for staying with us to the very end. Now go out and build that future.